Happening now, firefighters still working to put out hot spots at a brush fire in Weslaco. Strong winds forcing the evacuation of more than a dozen homes. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Channel 5 News at 6. I'm Dina Herrera Garza.
And I'm Oscar Adame. Firefighters have been on the scene for hours now. Let's get right to Channel 5's Christian von Preissing with the latest. Christian?
They're working on putting out those hot spots, but you can say that this is under control. They are wrapping things up right now. But it was such an alarming situation this afternoon that they had to call on fire crews. The Weslaco Fire Department had to call on fire crews as far as well as Mission, bringing crews as quickly as they can. We're talking about 40-mile-an-hour winds. No matter where you are in the valley, you probably experienced some high winds today. And we're not just talking about this field that was heavily burned out here, about a five-acre stretch. We're also talking about homes in the distance over there, and that was the biggest problem. There were people in this neighborhood, we're talking about 100 homes, 100 plus homes that were under serious threat because they were in the windward direction, downwind of that fire. Crews preparing for if things got a lot worse. One home was badly burned, but that's a best case scenario in a sense because it was only one home. They had to evacuate people from a good stretch of that neighborhood, and we also saw heavy smoke in that neighborhood that was really a big nuisance, drew people out of their homes, and people were honestly worried about what was going to happen.
Had about 15 to 20 homes entering Las Brisas neighborhood on the Mac Drive that were in danger of that fire. The fire is probably about almost half a mile down to the south. And that's how far this fire was traveled in and quickly before we were able to get the crews on.
And if you didn't get the sense that it was windy, well, you can hear it right there in that interview, how windy it was out here. And it's still really windy. It's been windy throughout the day. They also had to deal with this field, which just was kindling for the fire. You know, the grass was as high as 3 feet tall. It was very dry. So they were battling this area right here, you know, this 5-acre stretch, the neighborhood down that way, downwind. Now they're just wrapping up, making sure that the hot spots are out, making sure that it's good to go before they leave for the day. Reporting live, Christian von Preissing, Channel 5 News.